Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Theo.
And it's Say.
And today we're about to get into a Conan video, but it's not really Conan because it's really about Tracey Ellis Ross. And I said her name wrong, but y'all know this beautiful lady. And the reason we're doing this video because I think Cezanne looks like Tracey Ellis Ross. What do y'all think?
I don't know. But I know people say my mama look like Diana Ross, so then I could kind of, go with it. But I feel like that's a great thing if you're saying I look like Tracey Ellis Ross. Because she's gorgeous.
She really is. And
it's
she got a little thickness to it, but that's just me. Anyways, you got, what else you got to say, baby?
No, that's it.
Yeah, because she's funny too. Okay, let's get into the
funny.
video.
And she, like, I really like her. She's like,
I heard something very nice, but you gave
a
very inspirational speech. I believe this is very recently.
At BeautyCon.
At BeautyCon. First of all, you should tell me I am not invited, for reasons that escape me, to BeautyCon.
No, you are invited. Everyone is invited to BeautyCon, and part of what my speech was about.
BeautyCon, just tell us, where is BeautyCon?
BeautyCon, it takes place in London, New York, and here, but it is a big beauty conference. And I did a speech about the beautiful you, and the culture of beauty is very limiting in the way that it defines what beauty is. It's ever-changing standards that really have been defined by the objectifying gaze. And so I tell, within that story of redefining or expanding, not redefining, but expanding the culture of beauty, I talk about how that limiting definition left me at odds with myself growing up.
And you're talking about the definition specifically for women.
For women.
Young women growing up, they see these magazines, they see what's shown on television and in the movies, and they think that that's...
Thin lips, straight hair, then it's a big butt, then it's a small butt, then it's, I mean, like, you can't keep up, and it's arbitrary. And so as a young girl, I used to twist myself in knots and like try and become the person physically that I thought I should be as opposed to who I am. And so I had all these ridiculous tests of things that I would do.
These are things you would, and you talked about it in the speech, but these are things you would really do as a young woman.
One was I didn't like my full lips, which are not even that full, and I taught myself to smile so my top lip would go away.
Oh man.
And you just curl it. You just.
She look crazy.
I would grab my tush because I have a fuller figure. And I would grab my tush, and if, while holding it, this is a little X-rated, but because there's a lot back there, I would hold it.
Wait, let's see.
You look absolutely beautiful.
Sorry for you. Thank you.
That's all right.
Or
wait, I see like how much she got in there already.
Like staring.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know where to look right now.
Okay, so I would grab it and I would walk, and if I could still hold on to it, I thought it needed to go because it wasn't needed, which is ridiculous.
If you thought that if there was
is.
anything coming over the sides of your hands, you thought that meant you had to lose.
Yes.
Wow.
That's a mess.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not just something that comes from inside of me. Like, we have a world, the wallpaper of our lives is sort of telling us these messages for women that our only purpose is to be wanting to be desirable, and that is just not true.
And you had what was it? You had a third test. It was a shake test.
Oh, Jello in an earthquake.
Jello in an earthquake. What's that?
You would slam your foot down on the floor and see how long the tush jiggled. Now I know that is a determination that I am doing great.
Yes, that's a good. I'd say the longer the better. What's wrong with that?
The longer it jiggles, the better. I love a little jiggle. First of all, beauty is something that comes from within. It's about expressing your joy, claiming your legacy, and your future, and all of that. And so I believe that beauty is in each of us, and that we find it within, and I think our culture tells us something different. Did you ever have stuff growing up?
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, when I was a kid, I was really skinny for a while, and I hated being skinny. I hated having red hair. I hated having freckles. I hated having the first name Conan for a long time when I was a kid.
And now you're Conan.
Yeah, they have to suck.
Well, I had no choice. I had to. It's like a boy in suit. You learn to fight, or
figure it out.
So there was a lot of things that I was unhappy about, and I, you add it all up, and then you realize much later. It took me a long time to grow into my body. I think I was in my late 40s when it finally happened.
Damn.
But wouldn't you then than at 17?
It's funny, but when you're at 17, you really wish you could peak right then. Because there are guys, I mean, when I was in the 8th grade, there were guys who had deep voices, long sideburns, they just looked like men, and they like smoked a cigarette. They fought in World War II, and this was the late this was the late 70s. I mean, these guys were like,
too.
and I was like, "Hi, I'm Mr."
I'm telling my age,
Where are
bro.
they now?
Yeah,
I
where
was
are they
one of
now?
the men.
One's the president. Do that up. It makes no sense. I didn't go to school with him. No.
Yeah, you say it and the eyes just.
Yeah.
Oh man, that
I
was a good
enjoyed watching
video.
it though. What's the imperfection that you didn't really care for when you were younger and that you've grown to love about yourself?
We really getting into this.
Yeah, cause I'm gonna ask everybody to comment down below too. I'm curious.
Did I really have an imperfection like that?
What's something
let me
that you
see.
like just?
I know I always wanted to want to work out and get more swole and stuff. I'm mad I'm not over 6 foot.
But
Dang.
have you grown to accept your height? That's
Yeah,
the question. Okay,
yeah.
good.
I still hate y'all big tall mother. But hey man, I like y'all giants being around, man. It don't really hurt my feelings, man. I'm trying to think, man. It's more to think about.
Yeah.
I ain't know I had a long chin till till college. Thanks, guys. My bandmates. Thanks, guys. Well, anyways, I ain't know I had a long chin then,
I
but
like
it still
your chin,
it still don't bother me
Like
at all.
I
it.
like your chin. I like your bone structure and everything. It's very handsome. Like it's
Yeah.
very model-esque.
I think I look like a moon pie. A moon pie character, ain't it? I look like the moon.
Yeah, you look like the moon. I like that.
That's how I be at night. Yeah. Anyway, you're so corny.
Right.
Well, what do you don't like?
Well, I used to not like my hair, but I've grown to love my hair because I've learned to embrace it.
Don't touch my hair.
That's not even how the song goes.
Please don't brush my pride. What else?
Still,
What else,
that's not how. That's not
Well-
the words to the song.
Oh, my bad.
Goodness, that you
Shouts
don't
out
never.
to Solange.
But you'll never get the words right. But anyway, like, and I used to not like feel comfortable around my teeth, but I've gotten like I'm comfortable with my teeth now. I just want to get braces or whatever. But at the same time, I don't care like what other people say.
I like your hair. I like your teeth.
Well, thank you.
I
But,
touch your hair. You don't like people touching.
I
your hair.
don't really
but
care.
I'm the one
Yeah,
that.
you can touch my hair, but I don't like everybody else touching my hair like that because they don't know how to touch it right. But anyway, I would love to hear you guys like your different imperfections that you've grown to love about yourself because, like she said it before, beauty has to come from beauty and love has to come from inside. You have to learn how to love yourself, and if you don't love yourself, how you expect somebody else to love you? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what
you
it
know,
is.
but I could go on rants about it because Theo know I be talking and stuff, but I ain't gonna do it today. I just wanted y'all to comment down below and let me know.
Please, and before we go, man, I know, hey fellas, I know how y'all feel. I know what y'all thinking, man. Why couldn't she just do the test for us, man? Just the earthquake test. Peace.